Hey, everybody. The Cowboys just beat the Giants 28-20 in the middle game of Thanksgiving on the triple header that we're all enjoying. And here's my takeaway. Tale of two teams going in totally different paths over the last 5 days. The Giants and the Cowboys not only battling each other, but battling for the hearts and minds of Odell Beckham Jr. If Odell was looking to see which of these two teams had a better chance to put a ring on his finger this year, well, the Cowboys took care of that business over the last 5 days, dismantling the Minnesota Vikings and then sweeping the New York Giants. And the Cowboys, one would have to think, sitting here right now where they are, have a shot at the NFC East, and in so doing, have a shot at the top seed in the conference in that coveted bye week. It's a wide open situation for Dallas right now in the East and in the conference, having beaten the Vikings. They've got the tiebreak on Minnesota now. And then the New York Giants, they just swept them. So it's now a two-team race in the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And as for the Giants, they've got to get it together. I know they're banged up. I know that they have issues all over the lot right now in terms of injuries, in terms of execution. But losing to the Lions at home on Sunday, a conference loss, and now getting swept by the Dallas Cowboys.
Broadcast media.
This opens the door for the Washington Commanders, who the Giants
left hand
have yet
up
to face. So the Giants need to get a move on here to make sure they even make the playoffs, because the loser of the NFC West is going to be sitting there hoping for a playoff spot. The Commanders have an idea of bouncing the Giants. Now the Giants and Commanders can both make it. Why not? All four teams in the NFC East, why not? But there's the Falcons still lurking. The 49ers, we all know, are sitting there. One of the 49ers or the Seahawks are going to win that division, and the other one most likely taking a playoff spot and a wild card spot. The Giants, over the last 5 days, may not have only lost their shot at the NFC East, but lost their shot at a reunion with Odell Beckham Jr. We're going to have to see what happens.
And their dignity.
And
Let's be
Dallas
clear.
Cowboys
They lost their
the
dignity.
Vikings. This game, they had a lot of mistakes, 2 turnovers in the first quarter, 1 on downs, 1 in an interception. Giants could only cash that in for 3 points. That was a huge moment in this game. And then Dak found CeeDee Lamb. Great running by Zeke, almost a 100-yard game for him, a 100-yard game for CeeDee Lamb. Gallup. We saw Dalton Schultz come to the fore. We saw a lot of weapons.
We saw Jake
for the
Ferguson
Cowboys. And then Micah
hurdling.
Parsons putting his stamp at the end by beating a Pro Bowl left tackle to put Daniel Jones on his behind when potentially the Giants were thinking about a late game comeback. So that's my 2 cents on the Cowboys and the Giants. On to the final game in Minnesota.
Woo! Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. It really is. It's the next video. See, that's when you know that shit is that you're living life good. You living good. You know, oh my goodness. So, let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. I don't know how many people will show up tonight because they probably had, Thanksgiving leftovers and they probably passed the heck out. But I know Stacy Schubert, Roland Reviews in the house. What's up, Stacy? Angelica Baron. What's up, Angelica? The ladies are always here. I am so fortunate to have such wonderful, wonderful ladies. I see Chris May got away from the table. Daniel Fornes got there. Robert Thomas Garrett. I love weed. I love weed. Hey, man, people were worried about you, bro. People were worried about you because they love you. And Angelica Baron and Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? Gina Thorne. Shout out to Gina. Your shirt has been made. It's packaged up and going out tomorrow. James Snyder. James, I sent you an email because I can't find your address. Need your address, bro. I need your address. Come on. Get it to me. Email it back so we can get your stuff out tomorrow. Dave, what's up? Doc Holliday, man. What's going on? And Ivan K. How's everybody doing? I felt the itis that came on because, I still had some of the big sub left over, and I got the big sub. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? I ended up getting some more of the big sub today with gravy and warming it up. Oh my God, it is so good when it is warm. Whew. Oh, man. And can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Jason Renfro, what's up? Let's do the mic check.
Mic sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice, check two. My mic sound nice, check three. Are you ready?
What's up, Mike? How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? You're just doing good? You're not doing great? Okay. Bobby Ice, what's up, Bobby? Paula Bettis, what's up, Paula?
I'm doing better than the Giants.
Oh,
how many guys? I'm not joking on it, but how many guys got injured last night?
They were already. They were hurt.
The play, someone was getting hurt.
You know what though? I tell you what.
Or for the Giants, Giants on their defense.
I was talking to Philip earlier, and he brought up something, because now here's what I want you guys to understand. When I'm here live streaming a game, it's kind of crazy. Because, like right now, I've got 4 monitors that in front of me. Okay, I got the whole streaming studio stuff that's up here. I've got a mirror image of this one up there. I've got the chats there where I just see Casey Morgan says, what's up with Cowboy Nation. And then I got an extra screen here. So if there's some news or something that flashes up, if I get a a damn Gina alert, I can read it right here and see what's going on. So I've got all that stuff that's focused in on here. I try and carry on conversation and stuff. And I got Mike that's over there. I got the soundboard in here and the cameras on. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I'm watching the game. What?
Joseph Heatherly's in the house.
Joseph Heatherly. Shout out to Joseph Heatherly. Stay strong, my brother. Stay strong. I talked to Maya last night, but she didn't get me the discount code. Joseph, I need the discount code for everybody for your shop there. Shout out to Joseph Heatherly, because Joseph Heatherly and his wife, who runs a Etsy shop, that's where we're getting the jewelry for the ladies and stuff like that. So I'll get it together with Joseph. He's got his hands busy and with a lot of things going on and all that. And keep him in your thoughts and prayers with his mother having ALS. Mark, what was Vietnam like? My grandpa still has the fight. What was I tell you what, I can actually tell you.
My granddad was my other granddad.
I can tell you, I don't know what it was like for the soldiers, but I remember, because I am old enough to remember, seeing the planes coming into Dover, Delaware, and the flag draped coffins being unloaded off of the aircraft. I can remember when Saigon fell and they had the cameras with the helicopters that are on top of the American embassy that was airlifting people out. Does that answer your question, smartass?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
But that's okay. What's up, Lola? Miss Hot Sauce, how you doing?
I'm burning for you.
Oh, what's going on, Miss Lola? How are you doing? All right, so yesterday, somebody said, Cop Pizzle. You know what? What, Mike? What? Go ahead.
Who cares about that guy?
You know what? He should be thankful that I didn't bet him.
That guy's so crazy. How crazy is he?
How crazy is he?
He got a belt that looks almost identical to mine.
Well, he better be giving it to somebody. But he should be sipping it to you then, because
the letters on he has some different word than where the star is. But almost
okay. Well, you know what? He can keep his belt to him. I mean, what's he gonna do with it? What's he gonna do with it? He need to give it away. They ain't won nothing. Right? They done lost to the Eagles.
They had the best record.
Oh, wait.
They had the best
They done lost to the Eagles. They done lost to us twice. They 0-3 in the division. What are you doing with the belt?
And
what are you doing with the belt?
They're about to lose to Washington next week. And and the thing for Washington.
Okay, well,
Washington
I'll tell you what,
plays them back to back.
Well, it's Washington, Eagles, Washington.
I'm talking about Washington plays the Giants back to back because of their bye.
Yeah, right.
So they have a bye in between. So they're gonna get. They might be in the basement in 3 weeks.
He should be happy that I did not bet with him. Okay. because he would have not only not gotten the belt, he would have had to do some crazy stuff on it as well.
But he would have loved it on that crazy stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get away from that. I am trying to spread the mojo, spread love and good feelings and stuff like that. Mary Lon, what's up, Mary Lon? How are you doing today?
That's to stay away.
Okay, so Alan, okay, so for us, of course, we're off until we play the Colts, okay? We will be playing against the Bills and the Giants for Odell Beckham Jr. in the meantime, because Odell is going to be visiting those two teams before he visits the Cowboys. And I have a thought on there in just a second. But what's going to happen with the Giants is next week they play the Commanders, left hand up. Commanders. Okay. They play the Commanders next Sunday. Then the following Sunday, they play the Eagles. And then they come back and play the left hand up again. It's crazy that they got all 4 division games there at the same time.
And Washington plays on back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
With the bye in between.
That will be an L, though. So, but, you know, it's up to them. All right, James, I will check it. Well, I'll get Mike to check it because the mic over there is the mailman in the house. Mary Lon, let's see, Twids Digga, hey, Angelica. You know, why is it all the Eagle fans coming here trying to hit on all the ladies? Why is that? I can tell by the way. I can tell by the way he wrote the "Hi Angelica" that he's trying to get. Hey Angelica, how you doing, girl? You know that's the kind of way. I see his twist. I see it. I see what you got going on there. Team Mark, I'm making that personal. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I can't see. We're the Super Bowl dream team. Damn. See? Smart ass. All right, there. It's fixed. You happy? Jeez. Mary. What's up, Mary? Hope everybody's doing great. All right, so now that we've got the silliness out here, now that we've gotten the, bust Mark Holmes, balls here, let's get on to it. The Dallas Cowboys currently are 3-1 in their division. Okay, it's crazy. I wish you were here yesterday, Mike, during the game.
I was having a good time watching.
Well, I know you were having a good time, but I was lonely here.
And my man Hendershot got a touchdown.
And did you see Jake from State Farm?
Jake,
that hurdle? What do you mean?
He got hurt.
Son, I brought you in this world. I'll take you out.
He got nicked up last night a little bit.
He's been nicked up. He was nicked up when I was at training camp.
Because he took a knee. One time, I think after he hurled that dude, took a knee.
Okay.
But
Aisha Robinson, what's up, Aisha?
He did look fine. He did look okay when he was celebrating with
I'll tell you what.
Taking that.
The way he jumped over, I mean, it was just like, it was in slow motion going over top of him.
That reminds me, too, you know what happened?
What's that?
I cut that one out first and not the Zeke Elliott one.
Okay.
So we got that one for you to do with him hurdling.
Okay, cool. Is the machine running now? Okay.
Just take a break. We'll have some more tomorrow.
I was talking with Philip, and he was out hunting. He was out hunting, but didn't actually shoot at anything. He couldn't. He heard something, but didn't get anything to shoot at. But he brought up something and I was originally talking about how there's so much stuff that's going on. It's hard to get deep into the game, and that's why it's good having others that are here, because then I can say what happened, because you saw late in the game, that last minute of the game where it's garbage time, right? It's garbage time. And I'm talking and all that, and then I see Micah Parsons on the sidelines, and he's shaking his head, and he's mad. I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened? Because it looked like somebody stole his lunch money.
Why would you be mad when you're about to win the game?
He was mad because they called an unnecessary roughness call on him. Right? And so, people on Twitter were talking about, this whole penalty. Because this was down the stretch, the Cowboys were up 2 scores. And here it was, the Giants were hurrying up trying to get the score and things. And we all know it was garbage time, right? So I went back to the game because I recorded it, and I was looking at the series. I'm watching the play. I see the Cowboys defensive line rushing up, right? I see Micah going from the outside linebacker, just like an inside stunt in the middle. And I see Daniel Jones throw the ball. Guy catches it, goes out of bounds. And the commentators are talking about, Thanksgiving and how he can't wait to get home and, and had some turducken or whatever it was, right?
The tradition.
And then it was like 15, 20 seconds later, then you see the flag thing come across the screen. But then there's no replay. And you see the officials say personal foul, 15 yards, number 11 on the Dallas Cowboys. So maybe somebody who was there at the stadium, if you were there at the game, maybe you saw. But there's no clip. They didn't do a replay. They didn't What?
Was this under 2 minutes?
Yeah, it was the last.
So it came from New York.
No. Well, maybe.
No, because if it's under 2 minutes, it comes from the booth.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it came from the booth. It doesn't matter.
No, it does.
But Micah Parsons was pissed off about this, and this is like a penalty that's inconsequential for the game.
Anything under 2 minutes comes from the booth.
But here's the thing about it. No, here's what I want you to understand. They had gotten the first down. And now all of a sudden they get 15 yards tacked onto it, and there's like 30 seconds left to go in the game.
That was New York trying to help them at least get a score.
There might be a real reason to see. This is a problem of being in bed with gambling.
Or New York.
Well, New York, which is in bed with gambling.
Which is the New York Giants.
Okay, okay. You're still missing the point. The point spread was 9.5 points. If the Giants don't score, Vegas is paying out a shit ton of money. If the Giants score and keep it under that 9.5, Vegas keeps a hell of a lot of money. Now, I don't know. Maybe Micah Parsons did have that call and that penalty, but it's kind of crazy down the stretch there. And Micah's had flags on him before.
I want some.
And I ain't seen him go off like that before.
Well, whoever scored that touchdown, I want some money because of them at the end of the game.
Okay, well,
hey.
But here's my point. Here's my point. Almost every time there's a penalty, they show a review and say, "Here's the penalty."
Well, maybe
here's the penalty. Here's what the guy did. Yeah, and then they'll tell you, well, that was a tic-tac call.
Maybe the referees got,
or that's a bang-bang play.
Or maybe
here's the reason why it was incomplete.
Or maybe the referees got the call from New York. That got the call from Las Vegas saying that hey, we need to call some type of silly flag.
Yeah, because money
talks, bull walks.
Or better yet, should I say, Riley, what's up, Riley? How are you doing? You went on Bad Dog's live stream and he was trashing the Cowboys and cussing.
Is it?
And he was salty. They're all salty.
If you want to talk about conspiracy, isn't it a conspiracy that the last two Super Bowl teams were in their same state that the team is from hosting their own Super Bowl?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
I can understand the first one because of that COVID stuff, but still.
Well, here's the thing.
That's a coincidence, though.
I can give you 2.3 billion reasons why there has to be some thought about that.
Because money talks.
$2.3 billion a year is what goes to the NFL.
It's a lot of money.
So actually, let me do this. Let's see. Hold up. Let me figure this out. Let's see. $2.3 billion.
To make that money. Nothing. The NFL got to do nothing to make that money.
$2.3 billion times 0.52. That's $1.96 billion divided by 32 teams. So each team itself gets 37. Oh, hold on. No. Wait. Excuse me. Divided by 32. Yeah, each team gets from Vegas $37.37 million each year from Vegas. You don't think that maybe that has some bearing?
I'm sure it does.
Each team gets almost $38 million a year from Vegas.
It's like the Lions game. They should have won that game.
Yeah.
They end up. What is it? They end up. The running game was working that last drive, and then they all of a sudden just passed they passed the ball and then pass it on fourth down or whatever.
Right.
And then they give them field, and then give them the ball, and then they just happen to throw the ball to Stephon Diggs for that first down that gave them that field goal to win the game.
All right, I'm going to do a poll here, and then I'm going to answer it.
Because Lions should have won yesterday. Because they could have they had plenty of time to get a touchdown instead of settle for a field goal. They could have either put it in overtime or won the game. Especially as well as their running game was going.
All right, I'm going to do a little poll here because last night,
Lions should be winning their division right now, but they can't finish games. 6 games they can't finish that they lost in 4 points or less. And if they won all those games, they would have probably be leading the division right now.
okay. All right, I'm doing a little poll here on who would you like to be your quarterback? Because last night we had Cowboy fans that were literally Jason Renfro. What's up?
Renfro. Take the money out, all of it.
Okay, we had Cowboy fans. I hate to say it, but we have some fans that no matter what, you can't satisfy. It doesn't matter what you do, you cannot satisfy.
I was looking at your chat last night, and people are going off on Kellen Moore.
Dak Prescott.
It was Kellen Moore, was Dak Prescott.
Well, people were calling him noodle arm last night. He's inaccurate. He's a noodle arm.
He's the one calling the
He
plays.
doesn't have it. He doesn't have the football intelligence. And I was just like, damn. Okay, Dave, I can't spell worth shit, okay? Damn. And I can't type and can't see.
It's two O's, not 2 P's.
You know who the hell I'm talking about. Dave.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you like a born hater, like myself, man. A lot of cats think they hate, but man, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man. Brother got a nice car, man.
Brother got a nice car. Man. Why you got a car, man?
Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke and ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's what real hating is all about, man.
Shout out to Riley. What's up? Mark, a shirt that says leftover subs. What do you think? There you go. That would be cool. Actually, you know what? I think I'm driving Tracy crazy with all the shirts because I'll go through and say, "Did you get this shirt done?" She's like, "You just told me last night." I said, "But honey, you work miracles and magic." So before it's all said and done, I'm gonna probably have the machine thrown at me. Super Bowl bound. Baby. Okay. One thing about our Cowboys is we're never satisfied, good or bad. That's what I'm talking about. Because here's
what comes to offensive play calling, I'm not satisfied either.
True. We've had games where we score. Okay, let's take the Bears game.
Whose idea was it to go for it on fourth down, give them an easy score touchdown?
Da-da-dunt. Da-da-dunt. Da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
Alan Williams said, "Hey, Mark. Damn, Gina's here. I want to hear music."
Oh, yeah,
what's up, Alan Williams? Shout out. Up. Do you see Mike get happy? Look, he get happy, don't he? Oh, boy.
It's been a good week.
Why has it been such a good week?
The Cowboys won.
Twice.
I won some money.
Okay, all right.
On DraftKings.
We had the big sub. And right, the Cowboys got the New York Giant cockroaches, and I'm going to tell you, the best thing about this is I don't have to listen to any of them Giant fans. I don't have to listen to any of those cockroaches.
I tried to call Rashid on my way home, and his just went to voicemail.
Rashid, he was there for about the first quarter, and I thought he would start, gloating. He knew.
When I talked to him earlier in the week, he was like, "I'm done with this team. I'm done." He's like, "I'm done."
All right, so we're going to let the poll go for a little bit more. We got 99 votes. Go. I want everybody to vote on this because this is a serious question. If you could have Josh Allen as your starting quarterback instead of Dak, would you take him?
But he's dealing with the injury.
Cooper Rush, because I had people put Cooper Rush in. Dak sucks. We didn't have these problems with Cooper Rush, and I'm just like, okay.
Cooper Rush didn't do anything when he had opportunity against when they shut the game off.
Richie MC says
Cooper Rush did nothing.
Odell get hurt the first game back. Okay.
Well, you want to know something?
What's that?
I'm actually glad that we didn't get Von Miller because he's injured.
But there's it's a situation. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, because I saw
it's kind of like have you guys ever been in a car accident and you thought if I had left 5 minutes sooner or 5 minutes later I wouldn't have been in that wreck because I wouldn't have been in the same spot, the same situation, and had Von Miller maybe not gone to Buffalo, he wouldn't necessarily be injured now. Unless you believe in sliding doors, that it doesn't matter, that automatically you're already destined to, okay, now we're getting crazy.
No.
We're getting crazy
now. He went to Buffalo because, like your man said, Mario Davis, you go where they're paying the most. And they were giving them the contract.
But sometimes that's not always the best interest for you.
Yeah,
you've had a lot of players that have gone to the Commanders left hands up for the money, and it ends up being the end of their career. And it's just a bad situation. You could look at it and say for Matthew Stafford, having gone to the Rams, took the money and getting that Super Bowl ring, that was worth it. But, you look at some players that go, to bad teams and it just doesn't work out. But then again, I guess if you're rich, then what does it matter, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're rich. It's how you use that. It's how you.
Yeah, and at some point you have so much money that it's like, okay, I can't spend it all. What's going to make me happy? Because I've met a lot of people that have had a lot of money, and they always say that money doesn't make you happy. I tell you what, being broke doesn't make you happy either. But you need a certain amount of money to live comfortably.
Yeah, but you should invest that money if you're smart.
But there's a point where you spend so much time trying to make money that you miss all of the things that are beautiful. I'm not rich in money, and I will never, ever be rich in money, but I am rich in relationships. Somebody like Joseph Heatherly, somebody like Philly D. Even though I actually haven't met Philly D, but we've talked so many times on the phone and stuff, and even though he's an Eagle fan, I know I'm blessed to have people like that, to be able to spend time with you on a regular basis, building and achieving and trying to teach the things, to me is very enriching in life to have seen and been there with you guys growing up all your lives.
That's when you're self-employed, though.
Yeah.
Opportunities like that.
That's
why I love being self-employed, because you have the opportunities.
You do, but although sometimes ain't nothing like having that regular paycheck too, and I wonder, can I get this job done so I can get paid? All right, so I'm sorry, I digressed on a lot of things. All right, so it looks like 78% of the people want Dak on the poll, 17% want Josh Allen, and 5% want Cooper Rush.
Now, is that Josh Allen healthy?
Well, just Josh Allen in general. But see, here's the thing. Are we saying that Dak has been completely healthy in the 5 games he's been back? He's coming from a broken thumb.
Philly D.
Shout out. I forgot. Philly D.
Yeah, the United States.
Okay, Philly D. Hold on, Philly D. I don't know that you want my shout out, because I gave your Phillies a shout out and they lost in the World Series.
Well, they deserve to lose after what they did to 3,500. No, but the United States tied today.
They tied today, which counts as a win.
With New England.
Kellen Joseph is Michael Anthony's favorite player. I don't think so.
I'm not a big fan of
what we need is a consistent offensive coordinator and not Odell Beckham Jr. You are, I take them both, though, Joseph. I take them both.
Yeah, but if we play like we played yesterday in the second half consistently, I'll take that. I'll take that over anything, the second half.
Well, Michael Gallup finally seems to be getting into a stride right now, which is good. You saw him the first half. He was snagging stuff left and right. He was not getting a lot of separation, but Dak was getting it where he could go ahead and just say, give me the damn ball. You saw CeeDee Lamb actually have his second in 3 games, 100-plus yard game. And most of the time having, the question to him was, why you keep getting all these balls with one hand? And you trying to, tell Odell that here's what we do here, one-handed catch? It's like, no, they kept holding one of my arms, damn it. They kept holding one of my arms. I only had one arm to catch with. Cheaters.
And then we challenged that touchdown that wasn't a touchdown to begin with.
All right, so the reason, let me go to my response here, because it drives me crazy with the haters, and maybe it's just that people like to try and trigger me. But we got so much hate that Dak sucks, Dak ain't the one, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. I think it's more of the play call. Let me ask this. Of the 3 quarterbacks, you tell me which one is Dak and which one is Josh Allen's. 59.6 completion percentage, 58.9, or 74.1 over the last 5 games. Because Cooper Rush had 5 games, Dak has been back for 5 games, and Josh Allen over the last 5 games. Which one do you think is Dak? Or which one do you think is Josh Allen? 59.6, 58.9, 74.1, and Cooper Rush is in that mix too.
I mean, Josh Allen's been doing a lot of losing lately.
Throwing a lot of red zone picks too.
I mean, he lost to the Jets, who are sitting down.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Who's taking a back seat this week.
All right. Josh Allen would be 59.6 completion percentage. And having one of the best wide receivers in football, Stephon Diggs. Dak would be 74.1, which is 15% higher over the last 5 games. TDs, 6, 5, or 10. And I'll also throw into that interceptions. The 6 TDs have 7 interceptions. The 5 TDs have 3 interceptions. The 10 TDs have 5 touchdowns. Josh Allen, in the last 5 games, has 6 TDs and 7 interceptions. Cooper Rush had 5 TDs and 3 interceptions. The 3 interceptions coming all against the Philadelphia Eagles.
You said I had 5.
He had a few plays. There were 2 that I remember one. I think it was the Bears game.
But they called it.
They called him back because of penalties. Dak has, in the last 5 games, coming back from a broken thumb, 10 TDs and 5 interceptions. Yardage per game. Josh Allen has 234. Cooper Rush has 191. Dak Prescott has 251. Quarterback rating. Josh Allen had 76.3. Cooper Rush had 83.84. Dak Prescott has 107.36. Points per game. Last 5 games. Josh Allen and crew 26.6, Cooper Rush 21.4, Dak Prescott 33.8. The Bills 3-2, Cooper Rush 4-1, and Dak Prescott 4-1. So we're talking about 13 more points a game with Dak Prescott versus Cooper Rush. We're talking about 7 more points right now for Dak Prescott and crew currently as constituted than Josh Allen over the last 5 games. But the minute there's an interception, the minute that there's miscommunication between a receiver, we'll hear people say, Dak ain't it, Dak trash cock, Dak sucks, he's a bum, get him flipping burgers at McDonald's or something. I mean, and I'm just kind of like...
And what are they going to say when he wins the Super Bowl?
It was the defense. That's what it'll be. It was the defense. It wasn't.
You can't win a game with just a defense and not a competent offense.
No. It's actually, it rained this morning, James, and then by lunchtime it stopped and it got windy and chilly.
By the time I got up, it wasn't raining.
So I'm just trying to understand if Dak Prescott's not good enough, and I'm looking at the numbers from Josh Allen, because what Josh Allen's doing right now, that certainly isn't good enough. If Dak Prescott threw an interception into the end zone in overtime and lost the game, if Dak Prescott was throwing, 4 red zone interceptions? John McGrew, Dak 74. Where you got 74.1? On the QBR, it's 107.36. Even with the Tampa Bay game, it's 96 point something. Stupid people open their mouth and say stupid things, all that. With Dak, even the Super Bowl. They'll never have even with Dak with the Super Bowl. You're right about that. They'll say, well, if it wasn't for Dak Prescott, we would have had 3 or 4 touchdowns. Super Bowl. With the team that Dak Prescott got, Tony Romo would have had 10. That's the kind of stuff you'll hear.
But who's the one that's drafting the players and calling the plays?
Well,
because that's a factor too.
Okay, true. Now, you got to look at it and say that the people that have been actually drafting the players, they did get Peyton Hendershot, as undrafted. They got guys like Micah.
Yeah, now we got someone competent, but before we didn't.
Michael Pond, nice to hear from you too. I'm just saying that I'm just trying to understand what quarterback. Maybe Pat Mahomes would be. I don't know. But I have a feeling that if you brought in Pat Mahomes, that they would chase him out too.
And they lost to the Colts.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. But everybody loses to somebody at some point. It's just the way it is. It's only been one undefeated team. Just a little at Allie Williams. It's cute though. Okay. Rihanna's going to be the halftime show. Yeah. Imagine if Dak fumbled the snap in the end zone, costing the game. Oh, my God. These ignorant bastards are going to find something. I believe the 2014 was a better team. You believe, I believe 2014 team was a better team. Steve, nah. The offense may have been better. The defense wasn't. The defense was number 2 at taking the football away. But as far as scoring defense, I believe they were 17th and 19th in yardage. You have a way better defense than you did now. Your offense isn't quite as good. I won't say that our receivers are as good because, we had Jason Witten, who was still in his heyday, and you had Des Bryant, 2014, Jason Witten was good.
Jason Witten was,
and you had the offensive line,
I'm not doubting that he's good or bad, but I'm saying that he's a selfish.
I can't say I blame him. Shoots, who wants to give up playing time? But that's later in his career. But be that as it may, you had a great offense. You had a great offensive line. You had Travis Frederick, you had Zach Martin, you had Tyron Smith. You had 3 Pro Bowlers on your offensive line. So that was a better offense. But collectively as a team, this is definitely a better team. I was talking about Mike to Allen, by the way. Okay. Damn, Gina. Hey, Austin Miles. Miles Austin, I think by 2014 was gone. He was in Cleveland by then. The defense is the reason I believe we can win the Super Bowl. They are better than we've had in a long time.
I think.
Yes.
No. Miles Austin, I think, is a college professor. I don't remember what school he teaches at, but he teaches college. That's what he doesn't have.
Well, Twins Digga, here's the thing. Everybody can, I'm going to say, okay, so by that logic, so Twins Digga, in 88, the Cowboys beat a playoff Washington Redskin team. Did that make us a good team? We were 1-15.
We were just the better team that
day. We just got one game that we played really good at.
We were just a better team that day, that's all.
Just one game that we played good. Yeah. I remember Miles Austin. Miles Austin was Mr. Hamstring. That's what killed Miles Austin's career was his hamstrings were always getting pulled. And that was a case where he had one good year. The Cowboys gave him a big fat contract, and he went back to being Miles Austin with torn hamstrings.
Everybody at that time was getting hamstrings. That's what we were known for.
True, Joseph. And this is the problem. Okay, for me, and I was having this discussion with Philip, because for me, I keep looking and thinking about, you got Zeke Elliott picking up 8-9 yards a clip. Your 12 personnel is feasting. And then you go through and then you pull out some gadget play that never seems to work. Mark, is this Eagles team better than the 2017 Eagles? Scott, I actually don't think so. I think your defense was a lot better in 2017. I just think your defense was better. 42 million viewers, Mark. The game. That was the most watched game ever other than a Super Bowl.
Well, it's also
42 million people. And speaking of,
also it's the only game that was on football-wise on TV anyway.
Yeah, but most people aren't worried about Thanksgiving, So, you're spending time with your family and all that.
Like college basketball, because there's 2 college basketball games on yesterday too.
Oh my goodness. We have a milestone right here. Oh, wow. All right, so we just hit 49,000 subscribers. Shout out to you and you and you and you and you and you and you. Okay, I can't thank all 49,000 of you individually, but that means we are only 1,000 people away from 50,000 people. Holy smokes! I can't believe that shit. Now, if I were Tom Grassi would say, "Oh, we're only 2,000 away from 380,000 people. We should get that. Let's try and get that by the end of the show." And he'd do it. But I'm not Tom Grassi.
Got the reach.
I'm not Tom Grassi. But I'm hoping before the new year is up that we can get to 50,000 people. What?
You're almost halfway there to getting a plaque.
Oh, wow. So 8 years of working and all that for YouTube, and they're going to send me a plaque. Okay. Gee, thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, but you can display it on once you get to 100. Display it.
I don't know if I'll be alive at this rate. Shit. It's taken how many years? 2016 to now to get to 49?
Yeah, because you got the chassis on your first channel.
Yeah, but most of them came on over to here, so that's a long way to go.
Shout out to Philly 500, because that's how you met Philly 500.
How? Oh,
he was vouching for you after your channel got.
That's true.
So,
real dude, people. Period. Can't fix stupid. Alan Williams. Best athletes are soccer players. That's right. You're Mark Holmes. All right, so. Eagles team, let's see how the rest of the season goes on. It seems like you may have peaked. I don't know. We'll see. You've got Green Bay on Sunday night. We don't know which Green Bay will show up. Aaron Rodgers always likes to be in the spotlight, so maybe he shows up like he did against us and kicks your ass. I would be nothing would make me happier.
But they couldn't beat the Lions.
Casey Williams, Okay, Casey, right now, last 5 games each have played, Dak's got 10 TDs, Josh Allen has 6. Interceptions, Josh Allen has 7, Dak has 5. Yardage, Josh Allen has 234 per game, Dak's got 251. Rating 76 for Josh Allen, 107 for Dak. Points per game, Josh Allen 26.6, Dak 33.8. There you go. Let's do this one. I want to listen to this one here. Hopefully we won't get hit by. Let's listen to this for a second, because Michael Irvin actually says it perfectly in here.
Hey, what did we learn about the Cowboys? Not a damn thing.
Not a damn
Nothing
thing.
that we learned from the Dallas Cowboys yesterday that we didn't suspect about them coming into the game. We could sit up here post-Thanksgiving and act like something special happened yesterday. Nothing special happened yesterday. The fact of the matter is they were going up against a team that was clearly inferior and that was undermanned, to say the least. I mean, their number one wide receiver, Shepard, is out for the year, okay? Darius Slayton can do but only so much. Saquon Barkley, if you're stacking a box with 8 people, what's he supposed to do? And Daniel Jones is like a deer in headlights. I've never seen so many
Yet they still won 7
passes
games.
to the knees and the ankles of receivers on the move in my life. That's what Daniel Jones did yesterday. So you don't have a number one quarterback. You don't have a number one receiver. You're depleted on your offensive line, okay? All right, what did you expect? The fact of the matter is it was a shock, an absolute shock, that the Dallas Cowboys were literally down at halftime. It was a shock that the New York Giants had a lead. It was a shock that the Giants weren't annihilated throughout the game, and it just was happened in the second half. I'm not getting caught up in all of this stuff. You think this stuff tells us something about the New York Giants? They ain't the San Francisco 49ers. They ain't the Philadelphia Eagles. Hell, they ain't even the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I am not concerned at all about what I saw yesterday. Dallas, they looked good. That's what they were supposed to do. I did see Dak Prescott throw 2 interceptions. Let's see him do that against Philadelphia or San Francisco. I did see Michael Gallup. I'm very, very pleased with what I saw from Michael Gallup. I know CeeDee Lamb had a big game numbers-wise, but I liked how Michael Gallup looked. Michael Gallup seemed to be saying, what the hell y'all clamoring for Odell Beckham Jr. for? I'm here. I'm all right. We don't need Odell Beckham Jr., but you still got the team literally politicking and putting out promotional and marketing campaigns to lure Odell Beckham Jr. to Big D. This is how desperate the Dallas Cowboys are. So I hear all the bloviating. I hear all the talking. I hear how y'all think y'all something special and all of this other stuff. But we ain't learned a damn thing yesterday. Not Thanksgiving Day. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, the Giants look like they overate. They look like they came in there stuffed. They look like they came in there a bit bloated because that's how they played in the second half. I ain't get caught up in all of that nonsense. This means absolutely nothing to me. This is no litmus test. They just got another W. Congratulations to them. But I did see those 13 penalties, and that reminds me of the 14 penalties they had in the postseason. See, as things change, they remain the same. Just be patient, y'all. Just be patient. They're just showing you things that can happen that's going to mess it up for them.
Listen, let me say this first. Let me say this because I knew, I knew this would be part of it also, just like the Minnesota thing last week. Every time Dallas takes out a 8-1 team or a 7-3 team, you got at the top of the food chart as far as the record goes in the NFL, the next day, all of a sudden, those teams were not who we thought they were.
Are, exactly.
Everybody always says that. I want to give the Giants some credit. I was at that game yesterday, and I saw an incredible effort out of the Giants. I heard where the announcers were talking about that the Giants had looked long and hard after losing that game to Detroit and how they looked within themselves. And they showed up early in this game and they played hard. It reminded me of a game when I remember when Washington was winning Super Bowls and we had just came in and Wilbur Marshall, he was playing linebacker. And we started the game. And we were like, we're going to beat them. I mean, it was 1-13 or 3-13 or 1-15 years. I said, we're going to beat them today. And we were moving the ball. We were doing great. And Wilbur Marshall said to his defense, calm down, everybody. They're just excited. Once the excitement goes away, we're going to commence to whooping on their butt. And that's exactly what they did because they were a championship team and we were not. I put too much on Dallas because I expected to see the same game plan and the same team I saw last Sunday against Minnesota, which is in that 11-game stretch, the 11-day stretch, they played 3 games. To play the Giants that last game, the Giants played so hard and so admirably. And then the Cowboys find their way to the second half of that game. This is the 3rd game in 11 days. It reminded me of that Washington team and that Wilbur Marshall, those teams that they won a championship with. And I said, this is what a championship team is. It absorbs the blow.
That's right.
When you're on the third game in 11 days, they absorbed that blow. But then they turned around and got back to business and put down a team.
Put them down.
Yes, we learned great things about this Cowboy team. We learned some more fight that's in this Cowboy team. And Stephen, I give you credit. You are absolutely right. I'm so proud of my neighbor. He lives right across the street. I'm going to put flowers on his door. I'm going to even put some candy on his door. Because Michael Gallup has been showing up and showing out. He's showing now that he's all the way back.
Look at Stephen.
And he is ready. And, hey, I tweeted, you are watching the hatching of a true and pure number one receiver. He robbed C.D. Lamb on that touchdown. The moment that toe touched down, it should have been a touchdown. The moment that toe touched down.
The toe touch with the toe. It just has to touch.
Because everything else was already in possession. C.D. Lamb has really come on and really starting to show up. He's taking over games late, which is what 88 must do. You got to know how to win games, then you got to know how to take over games, and then you got to know how to close games. And that's exactly what C.D. Lamb did. I thought we learned a lot about the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to tell you something. It ain't just Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys that's out there shooting out that bait and trying to reel that rod in and catch that bass called Odell Beckham Jr. Because I've been texting and talking to him, too. I'm throwing out that bait and trying to reel that rod in with that big bass called Odell Beckham Jr.
Enough is enough.
It's over.
Enough is enough. It's over what? What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
We get
you have any idea how pathetic you sound?
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for watching ESPN.
I love Michael Irvin on ESPN. Real deal. You are 100% right. You said, I watched the Eagles lose against the Commanders, left hand up, and watched the Eagles struggle against the Colts. And I didn't hear stupid Stephen A. Smith say nothing about it. That is the truth.
Did hear Philly 500 crying.
Right, the Eagles. But you know what? The Giants. They did beat the Tennessee Titans, and Tennessee is got one of the best records in the AFC.
The season though.
Okay, all right. I hear you. I hear you. But they beat. Did they beat them or not beat them?
They did. The season they did. They look good until they played us.
They beat the Packers. Didn't we lose to the Packers?
Yeah, but they lost to us last.
They beat the Ravens. Isn't that a good team?
They lost to us twice, though.
Right? I mean, they did have...
They beat the Texans, but who cares about the Texans? They lost to the Lions.
All right.
And then they lost to us.
Well, okay. I'm just saying. They aren't the typical Giant team we've seen since 2016.
The best record in 5 years.
Right now, they're a playoff team.
Best record in 5 years.
Exactly.
And they could be in the basement.
Well, they could be. But right now, they are a better team right now than a lot of teams. Take a look out west. The division they said was going to be great.
Talking about the Broncos.
If they were, no, I'm talking about the Lions. The Cardinals, the Rams, the 49ers. If they were out in that division, they'd be in second place in that division. If they were in the NFC South, they'd be leading that division. So and here's what's funny, because Eagle fans, I know the Eagle fans are kind of light tonight, except for Philly D. What's up, Philly D? Okay, they're kind of light in here right now. But Eagle fans, you barely beat teams, and we don't hear anybody say, "Well, they just barely beat them."
Oh, y'all.
Right, and it's not like you guys are playing a lot of playoff teams. I mean, let me go ahead. Let me double check here.
Who did they play week 1? Was it the Lions?
They gave up 35 to the Lions.
Yeah, that's another game that if the Lions could easily be winning that division if they won the games they lost for by 4 points or less. Just winning those games that leading that division right now.
So the Eagles beat the Colts by 1 point and got lucky there to have that happen. But I didn't hear Stephen A. talking about, they didn't show me. Oh, the hell they didn't. They lost to the Commanders. So let me say this. In the last 2 weeks, they lost to the Commanders by 11 with eyebrows. Okay? You barely beat the Colts. You know, 29-17. I'm not sure that counts as a victory over the Texans.
I mean, the Texans are the Texans.
Now, you blew out the Steelers, but who isn't blowing out the Steelers? You did beat a backup quarterback with the Cowboys. Congratulations.
Who was on a 4-game winning streak.
Right. You only beat the Cardinals by 3 points, and the Cardinals are ass. The Jaguars, a 1-score game. The Commanders, all right, you kicked their ass good, 24-8. And the Vikings, you kicked their ass real good. Not as good as we did, by the way. 24-7.
Oh, that was preseason.
Okay. And so the Lions,
they lost by. They won.
Lions, you only beat by 3 points. So it's not like the Eagles are. Listen, and what I hear from the Eagles, well, you play the people in front of you, and you just have to get a win. That's what you guys say. We go ahead and kick somebody's ass. Oh, well, they're nobody. Man, get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that crap.
What happened to Washington then?
What's that?
Talking about play the teams in front of you. What happened to Washington? They smoked y'all.
They did. Eyebrows smoked y'all. Cowboys Mafia. Nathan agreed. Last time I checked, all that matters are wins and losses, not style point. Oh, okay. So only but see, by Stephen A. Smith, it's style points. It's style points. 9 wins. All right. Well, Claude, you got the bad man. You got the bad man coming up here on Sunday night. He plays well at prime time. There's rumors of him being done, and this is his last season. Maybe, just maybe.
He does have a thumb injury that has been hiding.
Well, Dak Prescott's been having a thumb injury, too.
But Aaron Rodgers played through it, though.
Oh, boy. It's funny how other quarterbacks, last year Dak Prescott went through coming back from an ankle injury, a hurt calf, a bad shoulder, and everything else, and had the number 1 scoring offense. Everybody said he was trash. Nobody give him any credit when he had injuries.
I'm not saying. I'm giving Dak Prescott credit because he's my quarterback. I'm just saying.
The Giants getting one of the Eagle games. Well, the thing for the Giants, here's where you have to worry about if you're playing the Giants the next 3 weeks. You've got the Commanders coming up, and you got the Eagles, and then the Commanders. I think they'll split with Washington. It's a division game. But the Giants are now fighting for their playoff lives. And as much as I've trashed and joked about the Giants came out. They came out and really played. They came out and they had that lead going into halftime. They were kicking our ass. Donnell Jenkins, what's up?
But it also goes back to who gets the ball to start the second half. Because you have better odds to win.
Mark, the fact that you even have to ask the poll question because a few who don't know what they're watching as Dak is pathetic. It is pathetically sad. Danielle, I'm just going through. I'm sorry, DT. I'm just like, and somebody said, don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time, because this year has not been the year of the quarterback. This year has been a terrible year as far as quarterback play goes. I mean, take a look at it now. Is it this week? I think what's his name gets to come back this week. Deshaun Watson.
Are they playing the Texans?
I think they do. So I think that's his first chance to be back.
Is this week 13?
Oh, no, it's next week. Okay. He's eligible to start working out after week 11.
I think he's been working out.
Let me see.
He's been working out.
But quarterback-wise, let's just go through it. Russell Wilson gets the bag of money, goes to Denver, and he looks like crap. He looks like he's done.
Selfish.
You got Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has got $29 million from the Commanders. He's lost his job. You got in New York, first-round draft pick Wilson. Is it Wilson?
He's on the bench.
He's been benched, and they're basically saying he's done. He's going to be going out of there, right? You got Carolina, who first went for Sam Darnold, traded for him, and then Baker Mayfield, and he stinks, right? You got the Colts going out and getting Matty Ice, and he stinks, right? So you start looking around. I mean, Tyler Heineke is winning with the Washington Commanders right now.
Because they get up for him. They get up for him.
They do.
It's because Carson Wentz does that everywhere he goes.
But even you got Tua, who's playing great when he plays, but then he gets injured. You got Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers doesn't even look like Aaron Rodgers anymore, right? Tom Brady, he's struggling. So the only guy out there that you look at and say, right now we know Josh Allen is struggling, and you got guys that Kyler Murray, Lord knows that dude, he's regressed, and they probably like, why did we pay him all that money? Why do we pay him all that money? Matthew Stafford.
I'm reading that book. You're supposed to
Matthew Stafford has either been injured or throwing pick sixes. There aren't quarterbacks out there. There aren't. And for anybody out there that thinks that, just get rid of that guy because we can just run the whole season with Cooper Rush. That's all we need is Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush didn't even do anything against the Vikings when he had opportunity. He got a couple of passes,
but that was garbage time.
Yeah,
I don't count that too much.
Yeah, I would like to see him do something. It's garbage time.
Josh Allen's accumulated too much damage. He'll have a few nice games, and then he'll end up making a lot more mistakes. He has been beat up this year, and that's a guy. Now, to his credit, he wasn't doing it through the air this past week. He ended up having to basically do 3 great runs in the end there. But the problem is I don't know that you can take all those hits constantly and keep going. This is where Lamar Jackson is unique. He is able to sling the football and run like crazy. But you only have so many hits inside of you. And that's where I think that the Ravens are kind of looking at it and saying, do we want to have that mega deal? Because he might only be another 2 or 3 more years before injuries start to take over.
Deshaun Watson type deal. It's what I'm.
See you later, James. James, I appreciate
Lamar
you.
Jackson looking for Deshaun Watson.
Nice to see you, Riley. Shout out to you. But Riley, I finally got you added to the closing credits. I finally found all the pictures from the new channel members and stuff on it. And you're not going to be here for. Okay, Riley. I got you. I hope you did too, babe. And thanks, I did. Mary. I noticed how much Dak audibles. Yeah, he's putting us. A lot of the audibles on the Sunday were audibling back to runs for Zeke Elliott. So he's going up to the line and seeing, what is the defense giving me? Let's change it up. So we'll take it. Miss Delphia, what's up? Another one of the ladies. An Eagle fan lady. You may be our only Eagle fan lady that actually comments. I don't know if we've got some stealth ones that just come in and watch but don't say anything. But you are very, very welcome here on the Joe Boo Sports Report. Good night. Good night, Riley. I understand, girl. I'm just giving you a hard time. Alan brought. I'll tell you what. It's 10 o'clock. We need to do a drawing. We need to do a drawing for, how about a Micah Parsons? We'll do a Micah Parsons. You want that one right by your foot. Hold that up, Mike. Actually, that's the ladies' bucket. Have you been putting them in that bucket?
Yeah, that's what we do every week.
I keep fucking you up. Oh, okay. It's only a few. Okay. That's actually the lady. I tell you what. No. Go ahead. We'll do a piece of jewelry from Joseph Heatherly. So if you pull out a lady's name, it'll be a piece of jewelry. If you pull out a man's name, it'll be the Micah Parsons thing, unless the lady wants it to be the Micah Parsons thing. She might not want a chain. Who you got? Elizabeth Edwards. Elizabeth, I've got either a chain or a ring that's over there. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'll tell you what. Okay, so out of the drum, pull somebody. Okay, so I don't have, that's the pendant. Okay, let me have one of the other boxes over there. This one doesn't have a chain with it. Just has the pendant. Howard Floyd, what's up, Howard? So Elizabeth Edwards, okay. This one that's actually Stacy's. We got to mail that one to Stacy's. Boom. Elizabeth Edwards, gets this. Bam. Okay. Email me, Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. This is the big one. I'm coming to join you. Okay. Fred Sanford's reference. All right. So what's the other winner here, Mike? And Sean Heatherly. Sean Heatherly is our winner of the Micah Parsons. You can put that with Sean. I got to bring some tape down here so that way we tape it to it.
Is that one of Joseph's people?
I don't know. Is Sean Heatherly related to you, Joseph?
Because he got his information.
Is Sean Heatherly related to you, Joseph?
MSI.
Okay, I just don't know. Okay, so these two. This is Stacy Schubert. She won that yesterday, and that one is Elizabeth. So if you are a winner with. Aisha was here, Crazy Corvette. John McGrew. Shout out to John McGrew. Woohoo. Joseph said, who? It's a Sean Heatherly. We were just wondering if it might be some long lost family of yours, Joseph. Sean Heatherly. Okay.
You know your people watch, so that's why we asked.
There we go. Joseph, I don't know from where.
We're just asking because we know your people watch.
All I know is he's got the same last name as you.
It's exactly the same.
I thought maybe, it's a nephew or something. All Heatherlys are related. That is true. Okay. Well, in some regard, we're all related. They say everybody is 7 degrees of separation. If you,
there's the Holmes that plays on the Giants.
Well, there's I guarantee there's a lot of Holmeses that play on a lot of NFL teams. It's pretty common.
That brother.
Well, see, Mike, it's not his fault because, I changed up because what was happening to try and keep it more relevant because sometimes people come in, they'll do a super chat, and then they never come back again. Because I was trying to put all the ladies in one special container because Joseph and Maya have, Maya has a website, Etsy site with all this different jewelry and crafts and things like that. And so they've donated a bunch of pieces for it. So I'm figuring, and some of the guys get upset and they say, well, how come only the ladies get the jewelry? I mean, if you want to be in there, you can specify and say, hey, I want to be in with the ladies drawing. And that's fine. I mean, to each his own. So I put all of those in the bucket. And then for the week, all the super chats for the week leading up to game day, I put into the drum. So if a lady super chats, she ends up getting the super chat in with the ladies as well as the other drawing too. Okay, listen, I'm just trying to give everything away. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to do the best I can to spread the mojo. Okay, oh, stop being so mean to me. I'm being so mean. Okay. Anyway, all right. What else we got to add here tonight, Mike? Nothing. What's going on in your world? Everything good?
Everything's good.
Okay. You got the rest of the year planned out? New Year's is only a month and a week away.
I haven't even thought that far ahead.
This year's has flown by. Stan has got to be super stupid. What Stan are we talking about? I love what he said he wants to be in the ladies' drawing. See, I know what some of you guys think. It's like, hey, if I win some jewelry, I can give that to mama and make her happy, and I want to spend money. See, I know how some of you guys are. Right? Stan, stupid. Oh, okay. Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott. Okay, Stan. Okay, Stan. And Stan, by the way, let me explain something to you. Welcome. Well, we know who you really are, Stan. We know who you really are. I want you to understand the reason why we call you Stan is because of an M song. If you watch that video, Stan, it's about a guy who is a little bit touched, overboard fan that truly loves Eminem, but he cray-cray. He cray-cray. And if you don't know what I mean by crazy, he's crazy. Okay? And becomes like a stalker. So Stan, if you in your mind, in your cray-cray mind, believe Cooper Rush is a better quarterback. That's cool. That's completely up to you, Stan. Okay? But the numbers don't bear it out. 5 games, 5 TDs for Cooper Rush. 5 games back from a broken thumb, 10 TDs for Dak. Now, I will say, Cooper Rush, 3 interceptions in the 5 games. Dak had 5. Not that I believe all of them were on him, but be that as it may. Yardage per game. Cooper Rush, 191. Stan. 251 for Dak. So 60 yards more passing game. Completion percentage. Oh, I already did the completion percentage. Rating. Not my numbers. The statistics say 83 for Cooper Rush, a 107 for Dak in 5 games this year. Points. Cooper Rush with the same offensive guys, 21.4. Dak right now, 33.8. If you can educate me how he is a better quarterback, by all means, please, Stan. Explain. I would like to understand your logic on that one. Okay? Or I bet Stan is going through right now, and he's probably watching the M&M video. Or he's gone through and he's making a video. That's probably what it is. I was just watching 8 Mile. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. We all know who Stan is. And it's kind of, actually, it's kind of funny because I wasn't calling him Stan as a term of endearment. I was kind of putting it as the situation was. Funny thing is, it's now Stan's blah, blah, okay? So he's literally going by the name Stan, which means that either he doesn't understand the term Stan, or he really is cray-cray like Stan. And I don't know which one is worse. Angie. Okay. Angie, your mods banned my husband, Carlos. I just wanted you to know how much we love your show. Hold on. Wait a minute. Angie, hold it. I was just reading it. I'm trying to read the message. Just want to know how much we love your content. We brought an eagle foam finger and both stiffed it. Okay. All right. So I can see. Thank you, Joseph. It started out like, okay, that's kind of cool. It was like, Mark, we love how much your mods banned me and my husband, Carlos. I just wanted you to know how much we love your content. We brought an eagle's foam finger, and it's just like, at first it was like, okay. And it was like, really? Wow. You suckered me into that one.
You don't need to read the rest of it.
Wow. I'm not even sure what team Stan likes. I think the Eagles or the Commanders. He defends both of them from me, with me. I think it was a catch. Oh, here's the big question I really have. And I had somebody email me last night too, because I think I said it during the broadcast. After the Cowboys won, Dak Prescott, the guy that is, not as good as Cooper Rush by Stan's logic, ended up getting the John Madden award, right? Great.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving award.
Where was the turkey leg? Where was the turkey leg? There was no. They didn't bring out a turkey. You remember Emmitt Smith out there getting the turkey leg and everything else, right? There's no turkey. How are you going to go ahead and honor John Madden all day long for Thanksgiving and not give out the turkey leg? Lord knows they talked about the turducken all day long. How come they didn't bring it out for that? Can somebody explain that to me? We only watch Eagles once a year versus Cooper Rush. Jared Morrison, then which team is it? Does not need to be perfect to make a Super Bowl, buddy. The Rams lost the same amount of games as us last year, and they got hot. I tell you what, I remember a New York Giants team sneaking into the playoffs, going and kicking our ass on the way to beating an undefeated New England Patriots team.
That's the only way Eli Manning will get to the
Daniel Jones was the turkey. Oh boy!
If it wasn't for those 2 wins against England in the Super Bowl, I don't think he would be going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God, real deal. They would have hated Troy. You are 100% right on that. Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach, they would have hated all of them. No, Isaac, they had the interview after the game. The telecast, the game was over. Dak Prescott's there. You know, you've just won. They said, you've just won the John Madden Award for, the player of the game and this, that, and the other. That's when you give out the turkey. That's when you give up the turkey. They didn't give it out. That Viking game, they lost to Turkey. That's because the broadcaster Olsen and the other dude. Yeah, they had it at halftime. They had a turkey at halftime that they were talking about. Did they eat Dak Prescott's turkey?
Maybe they did.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's what we got to do, because Riley stayed up a little bit longer, and she stayed up because I need to go ahead and get our shot glass. I tell you what we'll do. I'll play the video, and then we'll come back and stay on for a little bit longer, right? So right now, get your shot glass ready, and we're coming back, okay? I hope I loaded the right one. Wait a minute. Did I get the right one? Uh-oh. Actually, I think I've got the wrong one, y'all. Forgive me. Hold on. Let me try that again. There we go. I got the right one now. Sorry. There's Riley. Woo! You're very welcome, Rob. Lola, send me another one. Then I tell you what, Lola, when you get your T-shirt, send me one of those in there. In your T-shirt. fight, you can't have an opposing opinion that's un-American. Well, you know. Okay. Okay. Oh, apparently the fight was. Oh, hold on. Wait.
Opposing opinion is a
Okay.
There are two opposing opinions in your debate.
The fight. Yeah, apparently you want to have a fight. Okay. Here's the thing. Robert. There is the First Amendment, where freedom of speech, right? But this is not a democracy on a YouTube channel. The YouTube gives you the right to go ahead and block people or ban people and things like that, to block certain words, because there are certain words that automatically will get held for review that aren't allowed to be used. This is like saying it's un-American. So let me say this, fight. Okay, well, I don't know what you got. I didn't put you in timeout. I don't know. I mean, if you got things that kind of cross the line, and moderators, if you're doing personal attack, let me clarify too for the moderators too. I'm up for debate. Okay. If your whole thing is to come in and spam, or to say that we got eagle's fingers and we're sticking it up our hind parts or something like that, then you're going to get that blocked. You're going to get banned. Okay. How you disagree, if you come in and say, yeah, I want to see his neck broken, or Michael Anthony Fitness, you're a jackass, or something like that. Those are things that'll get you timed out. Now, if somebody said, if you come in and just say Dak sucks 50 times, you're going to probably get blocked. Now, can somebody come to your house and tell you, I don't know who your team is, and say, walk in your front door and say, your team is ass, it sucks, your quarterback is sucks? No, probably not, right? Because you're actually coming in to my house. So as Joseph Heatherly says, just be polite and you won't have an issue. That's what it's about. You can say, you know what, I don't think Dak Prescott's a good quarterback, and here's why. I'm not going to go ahead and block you for that. If you come in and say blank to blank to blank to blank to blank, and he blank to blank to blank to blanks because he's blank to blank, then yeah. All right? The brother screwed us. Gina said, the fight, are you good? You seem mad for nothing. Miles says, Dak does suck. Okay, all right. Well, that's your opinion there, bro. I didn't say anything nefarious. Ooh, nefarious. Ooh, I like that word. Be kind, people. Yeah, come on. Can't we all just get... I tell you what. Here's something we can all agree on. The Giants stink. How about that? Okay? Can't we all just be happy that the Giants trolls are done for this year for the Cowboys? Richie, I'm coming for Joe Boo's rum. You don't want to steal Joe Boo's rum. I'm telling you, it's very bad to steal Joe Boo's rum. If Dak sucks, Hurts is horrible. There you go. Okay. All right. We're getting a little bit crazy out here tonight. Word of the day, nefarious. Numbers don't back up Dak sucks take. New York stinking Giants is right. Swept under the rug. Mark, I didn't see Turkey either. That's the game. Yeah, they didn't. And it's like you had 42 million people watch the most non-Super Bowl game ever, and you telling me you couldn't string for a turducken to give a drumstick to Dak? I'm just saying I didn't see that. One and done. Damn, all that because we swept the Giants. Upset. Dak is trash the first half. Needs to stop taking shots before game. I tell you what. The way he played in the second half, I'm good. We got a victory on a short week because people don't seem to remember. We just played a game, and we played all out against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Thursday night football usually is not good football. Can we all agree on that?
Well,
Short week.
Zeke Elliott was a fresh back.
Can I show some cowboy man caves on here? If people will send me their man cave, I will be more than happy to show it to them. I will be happy to. Is Dak a vegan? I think he's watching a little more what he used to eat, but no, he wasn't before. Listen, it'd be hard to be a vegan coming from Louisiana. Sorry, it just is. Giant fans have a Dak Prescott dartboard. Mark, thank you for continuing to be a Cowboy fan. We don't attack people here. A win is a win and it counts. I think I need my 1-year membership package. Miss Gibson, email me. Take Cowboys, James, exactly. Dak got it together and played clutch, but we don't need to give credit for winning teams. Say what you will. Giants were a winning team. I love weed accidents. Philly D, miss John Madden. We all missed John Madden there, Philly D. All right, well, good people. We are going to go ahead and get out of here. It is Friday night, so that means tomorrow we'll have our usual Zoom-in call. We can be kind of relaxed tomorrow and get ready to watch the other teams play and fight it out. And Sunday, relax for our game day. So with that being said, I'm going to turn out the lights. I'm going to go make me another turkey sandwich and get a little bit more gutted. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you are away for Thanksgiving, please be careful getting back home. Arrive alive. And with that being said, we'll see you soon.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all